If you're a dude or a girl, well, I mean, girls are technically considered Pegasisters when they watch My Little Pony, but if you're a girl or a boy that watches My Little Pony and is not a Brony or Pegasister, then this does not apply to you, because you are not part of the problem that I'm addressing.
Again with the misusage of terms. Pegasister and Brony are terms used to describe a fan base, not a minority of said fan base. I feel the need to hammer this in because, again, the way you use the terms makes me think that you're trying to describe a minority.
The way it's not a minority. It's basically anybody who calls themselves a Brony does this. Like I also said in my video, if you just watch the show, you're cool with it, you like the art maybe and maybe the concept of it, but you don't get pissed off at people when they tell you that you don't like it as well. That makes them not a Brony, okay? There's plenty of people who call themselves Bronies, but by my definition and what I was trying to point out in the video are not Bronies. So shut up. I know I totally could have said something better than shut up. God fucking damn it, you pissed me off.
Okay, first things first with the Bronies, they are out of control when it comes to fan bases. I'm not going to be a hypocrite here. I am an open bisexual, and I wouldn't say I'm an open furry, but I definitely would say that I'm kind of a furry.
Okay. But sexuality isn't a fan base. I get where you're trying to go with the comparison, but it's still a really dumb comparison to make. Dude, you would have been better off just comparing the furry fandom to the Brony fandom, and it would make more sense. I mean, you do realize that you are now comparing sexuality to a fan base that likes...
Comparing sexuality to My Little Pony. Okay, there's again another point that you're strawmanning just to help your argument succeed more, okay? Firstly, about the bisexuality, the Brony fanbase is notorious for bringing up the, oh, you hate gay people, or, oh, you're just closed-minded, so I was shooting that out of the air before it became a problem. Of course, you're gonna go and fucking take it and try and say, oh, you're gonna compare the fanbase to sexuality. And secondly, the reason that I stated that I was a furry is because if I didn't state that I was a furry, then I would have left a gigantic elephant in the room about how I'm talking about the My Little Pony fan base and how they're on the deep part of the web, yet I am still a furry, and I make art on my DeviantArt page, which is linked on my YouTube channel. If I didn't address that, then you probably would have fucking criticized me for that. So, basically, you were just gonna criticize me either way, and saying that there's something I could do better was pointless.
Watching ponies.
The thing that I would say is different about that is I don't go around shoving my opinions down other people's throat like Bronies do. Bronies shove their fucking ponies into everyone else's face and say, you look at me, look at Rainbow Dash, blah blah blah. And then when you say, dude, what the hell you do, and get that shit out of my face because I don't want to fucking see that, they get all offended as if you just made an insult to them because you don't have the same fucking likes.
How would they know if you don't have the same interests without bringing it up?
Dude, to get that fucking shit out of my face. That was a bit of a hyperbole, but I'm pretty sure that if you started trying to find deeper meanings, you would understand what I meant.
Don't try and shove my personal views down their throat. That's why people can tolerate my views, I
don't shove my opinions down other people's throat, even though that is exactly what I'm doing in the video.
Not shoving my opinion down their throat. See, they did a little something called a personal choice. See, that means that they chose to watch my video. And that video is addressing my personal point of view in the debate. And see, if I were shoving it down their throat, it would be like an advertisement on YouTube that's mandatory to watch. So basically, by your logic, Roger Ebert and Gene Siskel, they're shoving their opinion down people's throat when they say that they don't like a movie, by your logic. Or if that's too complicated for you to understand and you don't know who Roger Ebert, Gene Siskel are, imagine that's like that's like saying that AVGN is shoving his opinion down your throat because he happens to not like a certain game. And you do, but you chose to watch the video. Therefore, he's not shoving his opinion down your throat! Halfway in the video, it's very obvious what the biggest problem with this commentary is. This person only looks for one-dimensional meanings for their argument. Basically, what I mean by that is that they hear something one way, but they don't try and think of a deeper meaning to what that means. That's basically what my entire video is about, and what most of my videos are about. They're about a deeper established meaning behind the sentences. I mean, my sentences mean more than one thing. But of course, you gotta go, and for the sake of your commentary, you gotta go and find out the most discriminatory and incriminating meaning for what I said, and you have to go present that as if that's what I meant, when in reality, that's just a piss-poor attempt to strawman the argument. Next.
Other fan bases don't do that. I mean, Blackville Bride's fan base does. No, I don't smoke it no more.
Didn't skip my point because we're not talking about Blackville Brides. You skipped my point because I made a very good and valid argument there. The point that I made there is that all crazy deep internet fan bases do this crap. That's why the Brony fan base is so easily comparable to all of them. The Blackville Brides Army is probably one of the deepest internet fan bases that can still like worship modern day music. I know it's probably not true, but it's just out of what I've seen. They're the most irrational. They're like to music what bronies are to fandoms. Okay, they're irrational. They don't listen to fucking other points of view, just like you. And they also they talk out their ass. Again, just like you.
Some fan bases are crazy, and bronies probably take the cake.
Aren't baseless assumptions fun?
Baseless assumption. Please refer to an earlier statement. I know that I know I said earlier I'm not gonna say that again, but seriously, it needs to get through.
They say that in their arguments, I mean, they don't even use fan base cards. They're not even subtle about the freaking logical fallacies in their arguments. They'll just come straight, most of them just come straight to your comment section and say, "Oh, you don't like ponies? Fuck you, motherfucker, you're losing." And it's just like, they're not even trying. Like, holy fucking shit.
I find the irony in this to be absolutely astounding, especially when other people, including myself, called you out about the logical fallacies in your video, which for the most part you completely ignored. When I responded to a comment that you made, you thought to respond with strawman arguments and accused me of not watching the video entirely before responding to your comment.
You didn't watch the video entirely. Maybe you did watch the video entirely the first time, I don't give a shit. You sure as hell didn't think too hard about it, that's pretty fucking sure. I'll give you that right fucking now.
So try turning the mirror on yourself before you start calling other kettles black. Okay?
These people are like the Craft Nation fans of all deep internet fandoms. It's fucking ridiculous, these people. Notice how I said deep internet fandom? That's because when you really get down to what a lot of the bronies do, this is not a normal fandom, people. This is like, I don't know, there's like the story Cupcakes. It's all about when you really get down to the fandom, like, that gets super fucking creepy, and you don't even need to go diving that deep into it. You just research it, you're gonna find some of that creepy shit.
I'd like to know what kind of research you did, because when I looked up the term brony, the first page that showed up had definitions for brony, a site for the Brony fandom, a Wikipedia page on the MLP fanbase in general, and then I found sites making fun of bronies or making memes out of them. For
the same thing you did. I looked up, quote, My Little Pony brony. And most of the suggested results were exactly what you just fucking said. Fan pages that posted creepy shit and all that fucking other nonsense. So thank you for proving my point for me.
the most part, if you look for creepy shit, then young man, creepy shit you shall find.
People have exaggerated Pinkie Pie. I think she has ADHD. Like, I think that's what they officially say, but I don't know. But anyway, she's just super hyper. And yes, I've seen the show. Do not even dare comment that, oh, you need to see the show in order to understand the love and the magic. No, I've seen the show, and I don't fucking get what you people are talking about. But anyway, Pinkie Pie, this pony, is just super hyperactive. But, yeah, a bunch of people in the fan base take that and make her into some psychotic killer that murders all her friends. Like, that's fucking cannibal freaking fucked up shit right there.
It's also creepypasta shit right there. Seriously though, if people draw the character as such, then that is the artist's interpretation of said character. Some people can look at a pony and think of a crazy, bloody pony, and some people can look at a cute baby panda cub and see a psychotic, crazy-ass panda cub with switchblades and... Yeah, I drew that. I was bored, okay?
Very common argument used by bronies is that, oh, the show is intended for everybody. It doesn't fucking matter. The target audience is 7-year-old girls. Do not even tell me that it is not the target audience. It is a show about fucking rainbow ponies. Come the fuck on, people.
Even though it's targeted towards a specific demographic, that doesn't mean that other people can't watch it, hence why those people might say it's for everyone. It's like anime. America is not their target demographic, yet Americans watch anime anyway. Do you see what I mean here?
First of all, imagine if it were any other show besides My Little Pony. If it were a group of people getting together and watching, I don't know, some Barbie show. Or how about the Care Bears movies back from the 80s? How about a group of men in their early 20s getting together and watching that? You seriously wouldn't tell me that's fucking weird? Come on, people. Second of all, the animes in America are I don't agree with this. I agree with artistic freedom, but they Americanize the fuck out of the animes that come over to the States. So, case in point, this scene.
These donuts are great. Jelly-filled are my favorite. Nothing beats a jelly-filled donut.
Actually, what my point is that there's a big difference between Japanese animes and Americanized Japanese animes. They try and take the target demographic and make it directed towards Americans. So that's sort of an unfair comparison, don't you think?
I just think we got the most